Hello, everyone. It is I, Robert, aka the Divine Scorpio, and today we shall be talking about genuinely good human beings. Walk with me. We are going to do the criminal minds mind evaluation. So let's do that, okay? So let's close our eyes. Close your eyes. Thank you. And imagine throughout your whole entire life that one person who just made your day, made your week, made your month, made your year, made that event happen, so on and so forth. That one person who you just cannot help but grin ear to ear for. That one person you're like, I just love them so much. Not in a romantic sense, but more in a they're just so lovely. I just want to be around them. I love their energy. I love their vibe. I love their personality. I love their actions. You got that person, right? Okay. Open your eyes. Now think to yourself. Now think to yourself. Are they a genuinely good human being? Most likely, yes, because you thought of them, right? Don't you wish there were more people in this world, in our society, who are just like them? How come we are not all genuinely good human beings? For me, that generally good human being who made me smile ear to ear, who I just wanted to be so much because I just loved her energy, her personality, her actions, just how she carried herself. I will only do first name. Her name was Trinity. Hi, Trinity, if you're seeing this. Um, I grew up with her throughout elementary, middle school, and high school back in my hometown in Pennsylvania. And she was like so smart, so charismatic. She was kind. She was poised. She was extremely talented. She was chef's kiss as a human being, platonically, of course. And I wanted to be her so freaking bad because she had the lovely and secure friend group. She had just a spectacular outlook on life. She was really heavy into education. She just was a overall genuinely good human being, and I wish there were more people like her out there. I wish I was a genuinely good human being. How come I am not a genuinely good human being? How come you may not be a genuinely good human being? Well, there are a lot of factors like how we grew up, what we were taught, how our environment shaped us throughout our lives. Maybe something traumatic happened. Whatever the case may be, let's not let negative life events affect who we are. Just because trust me, I've been through a lot. Like, if I ever had an autobiography or like or they call it a biopic. If I ever had a biopic of my whole entire life, just from birth till now, y'all will be reacting how y'all did when y'all saw Oprah Winfrey's or Whitney Houston's. Like, y'all be like, Robert went through all of that. And I'm not saying all of my life was terrible, but I went through very traumatic things. And I've grown up with very toxic people who are not generally good human beings. Yet here I am, talking to you, trying to motivate both of us, trying to inspire both of us to become better. I want to be a good human being, I want to help people. I want to help more people. I want to take the actionable steps to help those people and animals in our environment. I just want to be who I want to be. I'm sick and tired of staying in the same place I am, moving little by little, which it depends on your circumstances. Like maybe moving little by little, evolving little by little is what you need to do. But for me, I am an overachiever. So I want to evolve my life at a more rapid and grand pace. But I also need to realize in order to do that, I need to become a genuinely good human being. So you may be watching this video and you're like, okay, but what else? Yes. What is stopping you from becoming a genuinely good human being? Now, our world is so distraught, so convoluted, so polarizing. It is not a good place. So much so, birth rates are going down. People are not wanting to have children anymore because they don't want to bring a child into our current society. People are wanting to vacation more. People are moving outside of each other's countries because their countries don't have good governments or good enough governments. It's just a lot, and it becomes harder to become a genuinely good human being when you're faced with so many negative obstacles, and you are placed in a negative environment, whether that be social, whether that be economic, whether that be physical. It is so taxing. It's easier to become a bad person than it is to become a good person. But I don't think we should allow ourselves to become a bad person. And I think it is in our best interest as a society because we see what bad people are doing in our governments, especially in the US. We see people who are hypocrites. We see people who give you a false hope. We see people who tell you one thing and then do a billion things that are not what they say that they're going to do. And people do it in the name of money. People do it in the name of religion. People do it in the name of of themselves. How about we do things just for the pure good of it? Why do we need an incentive to donate clothes to a women's shelter or a homeless shelter? Why do we need an incentive to open up a door for a person? Why do we need an incentive to just be a generally good human being? Sorry, had to handle the camera situation, but I'm back. What I'm trying to get at here, the main point of this video, is I want to add some perspective into your life. What are you doing in your life to become a genuinely good human being? What steps are you taking to just be the good that you want to see in the world? I know it's hard to be a nice human being because some people may take advantage, some people may not appreciate it, but generally good people do not do it because they want something out of it. They do it because it's in their soul, it's in their body, it's in their mind just to be the good. And I think that's what we all should be. Instead of thinking super out there when it comes to politics, when it comes to sociology, when it comes to economics, when it comes to every single sector of our whole entire lives, we should have the main goal of being a good person. My grandmother has told me repeatedly that I'm not living my life for me, I'm living my life for others. my purpose in life is to better others' lives. And I was like, what? No, this is my life. Like, I want to live my life for me. I don't want to live my life for others. But it wasn't until just recently, and a little bit more right now, when I'm realizing, yeah, she is right. I should be living my life to, well, of course, live my life for me, but I should be living my life to help others. Well, I've always been that person. I've even gotten in trouble for trying to help people. I have just always wanted to help others, and it is so hard to do so when people are out to help others just for their own personal gain, whereas I want to help others just to help others. But I should not be deterred, nor should you be deterred from being the good that you want to see in the world, because who else is going to do it? Right. And maybe your selfless acts, maybe your good in the world will inspire and motivate others to become better human beings. Isn't that what we all want? I think where we went wrong as a society throughout history is doing things for ourselves and ourselves only. Yes, it is okay to be selfish from time to time, but when that selfishness overtakes your motives for everything that you do in your life, then that is the issue. That's when you stop becoming a good human being. That's when you start being a bad person. And we don't want to be a bad human being. We already have enough of those in our government and our society. So let's start being a good human being. Let's stop being a season one Eleanor Shellstrop, if you know, you know. And let's start being a season four Eleanor Shellstrop, if you know, you know. And at times, it will be difficult. At times, you may be taken advantage of. At times, you may not want to be a good human being. And all I have to say is, will the outcome from your selfishness, will the outcome from you stopping yourself from doing good, will that help progress our society? Will that make someone's day? Or will that hinder our progress as a society? Will that hinder someone else's day? Will that hinder your day? Because you may think, oh, I'm not going to let this person into this parking spot because I want it. But maybe that person really wanted that parking spot for that day. Maybe that was, their breaking point. You don't know what other people are going through. And so I think it's best to just be the good that you want to see in the world. Helping that unhoused person on the street with, of course, safety. Helping that person who dropped their groceries on the sidewalk instead of walking past by them. How about you stop what you're doing and help them put their groceries back into their bag? What happened to chivalry? What happened to generally loving a person and caring for them, being intentional? What happened to just waving goodbye? What happened to smiling to people on the street without, thinking, "Oh, I'm going to get robbed if I'm going to smile at them"? What? No. Let's. What happened to seeing a wallet that's not yours and doing whatever you can to get that wallet back to that rightful owner and leaving everything, leaving the contents in that wallet? I think we all need to examine ourselves, examine who we are, and whether or not if you're proud of who you have become, who you are becoming. Think of that role model. Think of that generally good human being in your life and think, would they be proud of who have and would they be proud of who you have become? If the answer is no, if the answer is maybe, if the answer is in some aspects, then no. Be the good that your role model will want to see, and also be the good that our society needs. Be the good that you want to see. If you're like, how come no one is being chivalrous nowadays? Be that chivalrous person. How come no one is donating to a women's shelter? Donate to that women's shelter. Spread awareness about it. How come no one is da 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 da? Be that person. Spread awareness about it. You realize that you have a lot of power within your actions. Exercise your free will to become a better human being. Instead of exercising your free will to get DoorDash, whatever you want. Let's all better our lives, not just for ourselves, but for others. Because I guarantee you, if we all do so, we will have a better government. We will have a better economy. We will have a better society. We will have a better quality of life because we all are thinking, let's be the good that we want to see in the world instead of let's do things for our own selfish reasons. And there you have it. Thank you so much for listening to my little TED Talk. I am Robert Davis Jr., aka the Divine Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching, and leave a comment down below about what you thought about this video. If it was helpful, any hot takes that you have, any opinions, thoughts, I want to hear and see them from you. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching this video, and as I always say, peace on earth. Hi everyone, it is I, Robert, aka the Divine Scorpio, and I just realized after filming my video, not even like a minute after, I realized I forgot a crucial part. I know in our generation, for those who are watching who are teenagers or Gen Z, millennials, so on and so forth, we look to our community, we look to our society as how I should be as a human being, right? And I think we get deterred from doing generally good tasks for people, generally good characteristics, because it is deemed as cringy to open the door or cringy to celebrate someone's achievements, cringy to go to a dog shelter and volunteer because oh I have to scoop dog poop, oh it's cringy, oh I don't want to be known as a dog pooper scooper or whatever, so on and so forth. Those who are judging you, those who are making you feel bad for wanting to do good in the world, are not generally good human beings. They may be deemed as generally good human beings by their community or society, but are those other people who are judging them and deeming themselves as generally good, are they generally good or are they just good compared to each other? Right. Right. So therefore, live your life the way that you want to, achieve the good that you want to see in the world by whatever means in an ethical way, as long as it doesn't harm yourself, others, or the environment. And who cares if it's cringy? If you're in high school and you're like, oh, well, I don't want to be bullied or so on and so forth, I am not living your life. You do what you want to do for your safety. However, do not let others deter you from doing the small things that generally good human beings do, like again opening up the door for someone or smiling back when someone waves at you, uh or just picking up a book that someone dropped, or just the small things in life, because the small things make a big impact, and don't let anybody deter you from making that big impact. Okay, be a genuinely good human being, be your authentic self, and just live your life, okay? Be you and be the good that you want to see in the world. Thank you so much and see you guys later.